Here I am at the Melia Costa Rey in Cayo, Coco, Cuba. This is the uncut tour of this property. I will let you know where everything is located. I will give you some specs, and at the end, I will let you know my pros and cons of this property. Keep in mind that I was here from July 3rd to the 10th, 2025. Alright, let's go. Something else to keep in mind, this uncut tour was filmed at 9:30 in the morning. From Cayo Coco's airport, this is where you will be dropped off. This is the main lobby. The shuttle ride from the airport to the resort is roughly 25 minutes. This is one of the first resorts to be dropped off at. As you can see, this is accessible for people with reduced mobility, and there is also 2 elevators in the main building. In the distance in front of us, you will find the gift shop. On the left is a location where you can find some rum, and to the left of the rum store, you will find the sports bar. And below us is a terrace, a location where you can have a few drinks and smoke a cigar. In front of us, you will find the bank. It was closed during my stay, and the information that I got from the locals is that most places, they don't accept any Cuban pesos anymore, but they will gladly take your USD, Canadian dollar bills, or your Visa. There is also a possibility that if you do get caught at the airport with some Cuban pesos, that this will be confiscated from you. If you take this hallway on the left, you will find some conference rooms. The front desk, this is where you will be doing your check-in and check-out. Check-in is at 4 and check-out at noon. Late check-out is also available. I arrived at the resort slightly before noon. My room wasn't ready yet, but I was able to put my luggage in a secured area. During that time, I was able to take advantage of the pools, the buffet, and the beach. And my room was ready at 4 p.m. This is where the Alma a la Carte restaurant is located. On the right, there is some stairs bringing you to the main level. A nice view of the pools. The lobby bar. This is where I had my morning coffees, and there is also some entertainment at night. Straight ahead on your right, you will find the cigar lounge. Let's go to the main level. Here we have the main buffet. We will be returning shortly. Those doors will take you to the discotheque. There's plenty of cats on this resort, so if you're a cat lover, make sure to bring some cat food. In the distance, it's a little hard to see, but on the right of the pickleball court, you will find the car and the scooters rental location. You can also have access to this location when you step out from the lobby on your left-hand side. As mentioned, this is the pickleball and the tennis court. The basketball court. And here we have the generator. Here's a few specs about this resort. It is a 4-star all-inclusive resort. It was opened in 2015. It has 566 rooms, 5 pools, 12 restaurants, and 9 bars. If you want to get away from the families, there is also a level section, which is adults only. In front of us is bungalow 24. This is where I was located. One of the boardwalks taking you to the beach. This is also where you will find the scuba diving location and the non-motorized activities such as pedal boats, kayaking, and the sailing boats. We are currently walking back to the main pools. And this was my room, room 24009. Boardwalk number 2, this is where you will find the beach bar and the beach grill. Here we have the main pool and the pool bar. The kids pool, this was roughly 12 inches deep. This is also where you can exchange your beach towels. On the right of the beach towel exchange, you will find some washrooms. You will also find a pool table here. This is where they have most of the day's activities. We are currently back to the main building. On my right are the stairs that we took earlier, as well as the elevators. On my left, this is where you will have access to the buffet. Here are the opening hours for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stairs that will take you to the main lobby near the Alma a la carte restaurant. Here we have all the airline representatives. On my stay, this is where Air Transat, Sunwing, and Air Canada was located. The guest service. On the left of the guest service, this is where you will be doing your a la carte reservations for the week. On my left is the Japanese a la carte restaurant. The theater, this is where you will find most of the entertainment at night. Also, on your first day, this is where you will have the meeting with your airline representative. This is the Cuban a la carte restaurant. On my stay, I did 3 a la carte restaurants, which were the Cuban, the Italian, and the Japanese. All 3 of them were excellent. And they were all booked from the front desk when I did my check-in, so I didn't have to wait in line to book my a la carte restaurants. The Kids Club. As you can see, the landscape is very well maintained here. We are now looking at the level section. This is the VIP area. We will be walking in front of it shortly. Those are bungalow 41, 42, and 43, all facing the lagoon. If you're on the 2nd or 3rd level, you will have a nice view of the lagoon. Here we have the fitness center and the spa. The spa is located on the right and the fitness center on the left. The equipment of the fitness center here is fairly good. I was working out here every day for about an hour to an hour and a half. Going back to the main building and the main pools, but we will be taking a left just so I can show you the level section. I believe this is 16 or 18 plus, adults only. Since I was not a guest of the level section, I was not allowed in, so we will just be walking in front of the lobby. And here's the lobby, the level section. In front of me you will find bungalow 33, and on my left 34. Now we are back in front of the kids club. Here on my right you have bungalow 31, followed by 32. If you're looking for the best ocean view, you should be booking in building 22, 24, 32, or 34. Here we have the Italian a la carte restaurant. I had the lasagna, and it was pretty good. This will take you to some washrooms and the 24-hour snack bar. The room to my left is part of the 24-hour snack bar. You will find some air conditioning in here. There is also another air-conditioned room on the other side. At the 24-hour snack bar, you will also find a buffet for lunch here. Here's another room that's air conditioned. On one of your 7-day stay at this location, this is where you will find the Cuban festival. The main pool bringing you to the pool bar. There's a few of those hammocks on the property where you can just lay back and relax. The wedding chapel. This is what will keep the mosquitoes away at night. The mosquitoes were pretty good on my stay. Only on one night there was a few that came out, and the following morning, but nothing major. This is exactly where we were earlier when we walked in front of my room. Going to the beach, and again this will take you to the beach bar and the beach grill. You could buy a full lobster here for 60 Canadian dollars. And this is absolutely the best asset of this property, the beach. As you can see from the tractor trails, they keep the beach very well maintained here. Time for my pros and cons. Keep in mind that I was here from July 3rd to July 10th, 2025. When I first arrived here on the 3rd, when I went to the main pool, the pool was a little green. When I stepped in, it was a little slimy. 2 days in my stay, they ended up closing the pool for 3 full days. There is lots of kids on this property, as much as adults, I would say. The service is a little slow at the buffet. The resort is almost or at full capacity at the moment. Sometimes I had to wait 15 to 20 minutes just for a glass of wine, and other times I had to go serve myself some utensils. The tiles around the pool area, they're very slippery when they're wet. There's not a lot of them, but just keep that in mind. And this is my number one. There is no palapas or barely any structures giving you shade at the pool area. And now for my pros. The airport is very close from the resort. You're looking at a 20-minute shuttle ride. This is probably one of the first resorts that you will get dropped off at. The beach is extremely nice, probably my favorite to walk on. The sand is very firm, very easy to walk on. My room was pretty nice. It was a classic room. I had a little glimpse of the ocean. The bed was really comfortable. I had some really good night sleeps here. AC works great, plenty of hot water, and plenty of water pressure. The food was great here, from the 24-hour snack bar, the buffet, the beach grill, and the a la carte restaurants. Plenty to choose from. I've been saying this over and over. Cuba has been really improving in their food quality. The service from the staff is really good. I know I mentioned earlier it was a little slow at the buffet. I do understand it is almost at full capacity, but other than that, it was really good. Lots of entertainment for you guys here. Just to name a few, there is some volleyball. Non-motorized sport activities are also included, such as sailing, snorkeling, pedal boats. There is some bingo, yoga classes. Every night you will find a show at the theater, the pool, or in the lobby. And there is also a discotheque. And finally, I know earlier I said there's no palapas or any structures giving you shade at the pools, but at the beach you will find roughly 40 palapas giving you lots of shade. If you go on the level section, you will find another 30 of them. This was the Uncut tour and my pros and cons of the Melia Costa Rey in Cayo, Coco, Cuba. If you have any questions or just want to leave a comment, don't hesitate to do so. In the description below, there is a list of resorts that you will find on this channel. I am currently looking to book at another trip at the end of August. If you have any suggestions, let me know. The Melia Costa Rey was actually a suggestion from some of you guys, so who knows, my next destination might be your suggestion. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and I will see you very soon. Ciao.